Our phone number is 877-937-1047. All our social media is at John Jay and Rich. In fact, did you guys see the post last night on John Jay and Rich Instagram? It made me LOL out loud. It was Jenna, our social media person, put together this the equestrian race. Mm-hmm. Did you listen to it?
Yes, same. It totally made me laugh out loud. I was like, oh my gosh, Jenna, you're so funny.
So she's commentating as we're running around the building with these fake horses doing whatever, a race and jumping over stuff. It's really silly, but it's very topical. But when she called the names of the horse, she called Kyle's horse Camo Jacket.
She called your stem cell. I was dying.
I thought that was so funny because it's so inside what goes on here. If you don't know, Kyle wears his stupid Camo Jacket every day.
It's on right now.
Because she's cold. I know. But it's like, I hate that jacket. And sometimes she takes the jacket off and we come back, I feel like you changed wardrobe. But when she's calling the horse Camo Jacket, I thought it was so funny.
Yeah, I was actually literally in bed, ready to go to bed, and could not stop laughing. So it was awesome.
Anyway, that's on at John Jay and Rich on Instagram. You can see it right now and turn up the volume and listen to it. It's so fun. Okay, so it's back to school time. My son Dutch started school yesterday. Kyle had to leave to go meet the teachers and all that stuff. Was that yesterday? Your school starts today?
No, their first day is tomorrow.
Okay, and how is that going? Because I remember from growing up that it was always back to school clothes and go shopping. And I even said to Dutch yesterday, I was like, did you have a good outfit? And he goes, I have swag.
Yeah, back to school shopping was always like my favorite part of school, like, getting school supplies and doing all that stuff.
I hated that.
Oh, I loved it so much. And up until now, like, my kids don't really or haven't really cared about getting new clothes for school or really getting anything for school. And I told you guys a couple months ago I got them new backpacks.
Oh, yeah.
Just because I found them and I was like, just get them now. And they were so excited. And I was like, this is pretty cool. Well, I had taken the kids, both of them, to the mall over the weekend, and Easton was like not having it. And shopping with a kid who's not having it could be one of the most stressful things I've ever experienced. And Addie was like, but Mom, I really want to shop for new school clothes. Can we go together alone? And I was like, alone time with you? Yes, let's go. So I took her to the mall alone. It was just me and her. And it was like, I saw a totally different kid. Like, she was into shopping. This has never happened before.
Uh-oh.
Never. She's looking at the clothes. We're in the dressing room. She's trying these shirts on and she's going, I love it. Oh! And I'm like, this is a totally different you. And I feel like I've officially entered my tween mom era because she turns 10 in September. And I just feel like for some reason, this is the jump right here.
Sounds like it.
Now she wants to go to the mall.
I'm so excited for you. Like, I love that for you. That's so fun.
It was so cute. I was like, and then, like, I don't know if you guys did those, but like our parents would buy us like a couple new outfits and you couldn't wear them until school started. Mm-hmm. And she's been so excited to like wear her new outfits. She wanted to wear one of them to meet the teacher. And I was like, okay. And then she wanted to wear one of them to a birthday party. And I'm like, I don't know. Okay. it's like so exciting for her to be into this. And so now that's where we're at, you guys.
It's so funny.
Stop.
It's so relatable too, because I remember being a kid growing up and my sister and my mom going shopping and I hated it. And my mom eventually go to Kmart or Walmart with my sister without me and bring me back my clothes.
Yep.
And I hated it. There was something about back to school shopping that signaled as a boy the end of summer.
Of course.
And I was like,
miserable.
no! I hated
That makes sense. That does make sense.
But my son Dutch, he's very much into fashion and looking cool. And remember I was telling you guys about this website I found the other day that I've been buying all my clothes from?
Yeah, but you were gatekeeping. You didn't
Not
tell
telling
us what
anybody
it was.
the website because it's like these designers in LA and you can get jeans for $38. You can get jackets for $40. I showed it to him and he went off. And he goes, Dad, look at my cart. And so I went to his cart and he had all these cool things. I was like, oh, that is so cool. I almost got that too. So I feel like I'm on the same page as him.
Are you guys going to be bummed if he picks the same thing you picked?
I saw what he picked.
Okay.
And I was like, I almost picked that hoodie. It's really, really cool stuff. You'll see there's definitely going to be a change in the room here.
Okay.
Well, but picture this. It's like I'll be dressing, if I'm a guy, a male Dua Lipa.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there, like, do you have a shipping notification?
I just got
we
the
need
thing
to
today.
mentally prepare ourselves for this new fashion.
I just got the email. It says, it was one of those that says, hold on.
like, your order's on the way. Tracking
Your order
number.
has been shipped.
Ooh, heck yeah.
Those are the best type of messages.
I know. That's exciting when you're like, it's coming.
It was very exciting. Anyway, so yeah, back to school time. There's such great memories and also traumatic memories. Kyle's got 3 things we need to know.
Simone Biles has officially closed out her time at the Olympics yesterday, winning silver, her 4th medal of the games. All the other 3 were gold, and now she is officially the most decorated gymnast in American history. Obviously, she can do several backflips. You cannot. And I'm saying that because doctors are literally warning people, please do not try the things the Olympians do at home. They're seeing tons of injuries come in of people who used to do these sports and are trying to do them again, or just inspired by what they're seeing on TV, doing the sports, getting hurt, coming into either the hospital or having to get their shoulders relocated after getting dislocated, and it's causing a lot of danger. So doctors are saying, don't do it.
I actually really relate to that because after the gymnastics all-around women's final, I was like, I want to go flip around on a trampoline. So I called one of my best friends who's a cheer coach, and I did a couple back handsprings for the first time in literally 15 years. And I swear I tore everything in my abdomen. It hurts so bad.
I got into this huge debate yesterday with my trainer, Chris. He's a really, really smart guy. He went to Purdue. And I was telling him I had this theory, and he called my theory, I've never heard this before, logical fallacy. Is what
Logical fallacy.
I go, you notice, I said, I think the problem with gymnastics is, not the problem, but something I noticed is that everyone's so short. And I think it's because they're doing all these flips and they're compressing their spine.
Yeah.
And they don't grow.
Stunts your growth.
Logical fallacy. He says, that's not true. He says, what happens is you weed out the tall people. That's like saying playing basketball makes you taller, is what he's saying, right? He says it's not true.
Yeah.
He goes, what happens is all the people that excel at that sport, they get to that elite level.
Are short.
All the tall people are weeded out. They stop. They can't do. They don't do whatever. So you're so short. And I go, I disagree. I go, how tall is Simone Biles? And let's just say she's 4'9". I go, if she would have never done gymnastics, maybe she'd be 5'3". And he's like, that's not true. Maybe she'd be 4'9.001.
I agree with you. I feel like it must do something.
But also, he goes, what about basketball players? It's not like you keep playing basketball and you get taller and taller and taller because you're playing the sport of basketball.
But now, see, I think that's logical fallacy because we're only talking about gymnastics. And it might stunt their growth to do all that. Because they're all in the balance beam when they're like 5, 6, 7.
Right.
So, don't you think, Peyton?
I would totally think that if I still did gymnastics, that I would be 5 feet tall.
See?
I really do think that. But I don't know. Your trainer is a very smart guy.
He's very smart. Yeah.
He
And
might
he
be
always,
right.
and he just always easily reduces anything I have to say.
The fact that he used logical fallacy.
I know. I was like, is that a real phrase? And he goes, yeah.
He wins.
And he goes, haven't you heard of? And he starts naming all these different things I've never heard of before. And I'm like, yeah, of course. Well, Grant.
Rich did gymnastics, right?
This Rich?
Yeah, is that why? Is it you stopped throwing?
That's a zinger.
Sorry, a little sidetrack there, Kyle.
Okay,
Proceed,
here we
please.
go. Next story. The Senate just passed a bill officially designating the bald eagle as America's national bird. Thought that was already a thing? It wasn't.
Wow.
242 years of this bird representing our country, and now it's officially our bird.
Boy, we really take our time getting stuff pushed through, don't we?
I know. I was like, this hasn't been a thing
What
my
was it
whole
before?
life. I mean, it's on the quarter.
Was there another bird before?
No,
Another bird.
they just never named it. They just never named it. But now it is official, you guys. And science has also confirmed what you probably thought your whole life. It really does hurt to think. In these studies, they confirmed that mental effort is consistently linked to unpleasant feelings. Just bluntly, people just don't like mental effort. They don't like thinking. It takes too much effort, too much energy. It's just like, don't make me think anymore. It's like, that's why sometimes you need a mental break just to chill and be in the grass and hear the babbling brooks.
Yeah, that's literally me anytime I'm with my boyfriend. I just turn my brain off. You do all the thinking.
Do that.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. So just give yourself a break if you're feeling like you're thinking too hard and you're feeling discomfort. It is probably because your mind is racing. Give yourself a break. And that's 3 things you need to know.
It's horoscope time. Peyton, what's the vibe?
Well, it's Clutter Awareness Week, so I'm going to tell you if your sign is clean and organized.
If you're sinused?
Sign is.
Oh, I thought your sinus. If your sinuses are clean.
They probably
You know if your
are.
sinuses
I
are
hope
clean.
they're clean.
Good morning, Michelle. What's your sign?
Hi, good morning, guys. It's so good to hear you guys back and everything. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything.
Thanks for listening.
So I'm Capricorn.
Okay, Capricorn. So you guys are like a well-oiled machine. Everything has its place, and you like to stick to your cleaning schedule religiously. So you guys are always organized, always cluttered free.
Okay, yeah.
So you.
Yeah, so you, Michelle.
Thanks, Michelle.
Tell me, yes. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Hi, Liz. What's your sign?
Hi, I'm a Taurus.
Okay, so for my Taurus, you guys are actually immaculately organized. So until you guys have your lazy day, then it's chaos until your next cleaning spree. So you guys get a little bit crazy, but you're the type that your car's a mess, but your house is spotless.
Right on point.
Heck yeah.
All right, Liz. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.
Thank you. Likewise. Bye-bye.
Hey, Nicole. What's your sign?
Hello. Yes, I'm a Gemini.
Okay, so my Geminis, you guys are organized kind of in the same way that you guys have personalities. It's a little split, okay? So half the time you're super organized, and the other half, well, I can just say that your room kind of like reflects your scattered thoughts. So everything is literally all over the place. You're scrambling for everything all the time.
Yeah, that's the duality in me.
Yep.
Thanks, Nicole.
Bye.
Bye. How about for Rich, the Pisces?
Yeah, the Pisces, Rich, you are a dreamy clutter. You like to keep things clean, but your mind is usually floating somewhere else. So a creative mess is the only mess that you have.
I don't know if that fits me or not.
I don't know. I know
But
your car's spotless, but I don't know what goes on in your head.
Well, I was wondering about this because I'm pretty organized at the house, and my wife is also a Pisces, and she is less so organized at the house. So I was wondering where that was going to fall.
Yeah, I mean, we all know men and women Pisces are a little different.
We are different.
So it's all right. Maybe we don't all know, but I know.
But we get each other. I don't know why, but we get each other.
What about for you, Leo?
Well, the best sign? Yeah, sure, John Jay, I'll tell you. So everything for us is sparkly clean and in perfect order. So we just have to keep up our appearances for, everybody. We got to keep that look. And this is totally not me. I'm actually like kind of a slob. It's gross, but it's a problem.
Hey, Jennifer, what's your sign?
I am a Libra.
Just like Kyle. Okay, balancing, that is you guys. You guys are my scales. So you guys balance between clean and chaos. You guys like things tidy, but you're honestly not going to trip if you miss a shower or if your socks aren't color-coded.
That is totally me.
Wait, we said you guys are what?
Totally.
Wait, say that last part again.
That they like things tidy, but they won't stress if you miss a shower or if your socks aren't color-coded.
Okay, I was going to say, I've seen Kyle with many different kinds of socks on, different feet.
Doesn't matter.
I wear different colored socks all the time. I don't care.
Yeah,
It's
see?
like,
I don't
as
know.
long as they work.
Are you like this? Like, there's certain areas where I'm really meticulous. Like, I want like the kitchen and the living room to be like clean. But then if you go to my bathroom, there's like piles of stuff everywhere.
No, it's me with my books. Like, my books have to all be perfectly stacked. Everything else, I'm like, it's whatever. But I'm like, my books have to be a certain way, and if they get knocked over, I'm like, oh my God, my poor book. But no.
Priorities, Jennifer, priorities.
Yeah.
All right, Jennifer, have a great day. Thank you for listening.
You too.
How about Virgo?
Virgo's the ultimate clean freak. You guys have a label maker and you aren't afraid to use it. Even a Virgo's dirt is organized and labeled.
Mm-hmm. Everything's labored for me.
Yeah, that is you.
Including your breathing.
Yeah. All right. If we don't get to your sign, I'm so congested right now.
I know, I can hear it.
It's terrible. It's like I was fine until I walk into this building, and when I leave, I'm fine.
I think I've heard a few nose whistles this morning, too.
So crazy, man.
Little.
All right. It's time for Stacks and Hacks. I have stacks of information. Rich has life hacks of information. Por ejemplo, we do a quick little Olympic thing. I guess at the gymnastics yesterday, there were 39 superstars who showed up to watch the women dominate. Nicole Kidman, Natalie Portman, Serena Williams, Bill Gates, Tom Cruise, Steph Curry, Greta Gerwig, Lady Gaga, Tom Brady, Tony Hawk, Nick Jonas, Spike Lee, and of course Snoop and Martha were all there. U.S. men's Olympic basketball team, by the way, I just had this conversation yesterday. I was like, are they sleeping in that Olympic Village? You know what I mean? Because you heard how uncomfortable the Olympic Village is, and they caught that one guy sleeping outside because it was terrible. So I guess the U.S. men's basketball team shelled out $15 million to stay at an off-site hotel to avoid the Olympic Village cardboard beds and lack of air conditioning.
That makes sense.
The women are in a different hotel too, and their arena is like a little bit further away from where everything's going on.
Okay, but like, where are they staying? Why does it cost $15 million? It's 2 weeks, right?
2 weeks,
They're
probably
staying
at the
at
Ritz-Carlton.
hotels.
And they each got president. They all have
$15 million.
petty.
That's insane.
Charles Barkley says that if Team USA basketball doesn't win the gold, we can't let them back in the country. A poll found the average American has 4 to 5 friends, which is basically the same as 50 years ago. But 42% of people wish they could be closer and spend more time with their friends. Dolce & Gabbana They are dropping a new perfume for dogs. It's called Fefe, like Fifi. Fefe. It's a 3.5-ounce bottle, and it costs over $100. This is real. This is dead serious. They even have a commercial.
I am delicate, authentic, charismatic, sensitive, enigmatic. Because I'm not just a dog. I'm Fefe. Fefe, the new alcohol-free fragrance mist for dogs by Dolce & Gabbana.
Why do I feel like they stole my stepdog Nigel's voice for that commercial?
But I actually kind of get the concept because like dogs can be stinky sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
But I like that.
Give them a
smell.
bath.
Yeah.
Some cops in Portland randomly found someone's pet tortoise walking down a path. His name is Bowser. He's been missing for 2 days, somehow made it in the other side of a busy highway. This is the cop talking about it.
He had escaped from 97 in Claiborne area, which is the other side of the freeway. So somehow this tortoise traversed an interstate freeway without injury over the course of his adventure.
Isn't that neat?
Wow.
That's awesome.
And you know, it's so crazy. I have a little pet tortoise, and they really are escape artists, and they go missing for a couple days, but then you just come around and find them again.
No surprise here, but fans are whining about this season 2 finale of House of the Dragon, which I thought was terrible.
Terrible.
There's a John Wick sequel series in the work. Keanu Reeves will produce. I watched yesterday, by the way, if you are a fan of John Wick, I saw on Amazon, it's called The Beekeeper, and it is exactly... It's like, hey, let's do this instead. Like, John Wick goes off and kills all these people because they killed his dog. This is Jason Statham going off and killing people because they killed his old lady landlord. Kills everybody. Hundreds of people.
Okay.
It's good, though, isn't it? It's a good movie.
It is good. A porn site has offered that pole vaulter $250,000 to do a 1-hour webcam show where he exposes his world-famous genitalia.
Oh my gosh, him and Drake. What is wrong with everybody?
I know.
I'm sure we might get into the Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck split.
Yeah.
But did you hear the why? The rumor is why they're splitting?
No, I haven't.
Suge Knight says the reason Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez are divorcing is because the FBI showed Ben some videos of J-Lo doing freaky things when she was dating Diddy 25 years ago. The videos were found when they were raided at Diddy's place. That could mess you up.
Yeah.
Like 25 years ago.
Doesn't matter if you see something crazy.
Well, wait, how long ago were they dating?
Don't do that with me.
Were they dating back then? Like just finished dating? Who was first, P. Diddy or Ben Affleck? On the original
Diddy
first.
was first.
I thought so too.
I didn't even know they dated.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, for like a long time.
Yeah.
What?
They were
Yeah.
engaged back then.
What do you got for life hacks, Rich?
Okay, let's talk about zits. You know, you got that big meeting or maybe a big day at school, and you got that one standout red one and no zit cover up on you. So dermatologists say that there are 2 hacks that are really good to use. One, Visine, it takes the red out of the eye, it takes the red out of the zit, put some of that on, and it'll shrink in seconds, or at least the red will leave in seconds. But the best, they say, is the liquid from inside an Advil gel cap. You probably have those on you, and that will reduce redness and take down the overall blemish size in moments, they say, in actual moments. So before you head out, raid, I guess, your first aid trauma kit there at the office, and you can make those go away. And those life hacks and many more can be found at johnjandrich.com.
I kind of play something for you. It's this video went viral. People Magazine posted it. BuzzFeed posted it. And it's why I want to play it is because the tone in these women's voices. So it's a 30-year-old woman named Cheyenne Stone. She blew up on TikTok after her friends randomly threw her a party just because she's awesome. And she posted a video and it's going everywhere. Have you guys seen it yet or heard it? Just listening to the way there's this tone. Listen.
It's decorated out here. What'd you do? It's just for you. Because you deserve it. You got a new apartment in your crushing lifestyle. Yeah. Oh my God, what?
It's for you. Because you deserve it. It's like, you ever see that meme of the white girl meme? They sound like that face.
They're excited.
They end on the same note. Because you're awesome.
Nick, our executive producer in the studio. Yes, Nick.
Hey guys, I just wanted to point out why context is important sometimes. Okay. So yeah, you know, every day you guys cut commercials, right? And I have to pay attention, you know, closely to make sure you don't miss anything or you're getting it correct.
You have us re-say things all the time.
Yeah. So this example stood out to me because I wasn't paying attention so much. And then when I heard it, I was like, oh, no. You guys do commercials for a wonderful pest control company, Green Mango, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I heard when John Jay was cutting a spot.
So they come to your house, they kill all the bugs in your dogs and your cats. But is there not a rest of the sentence where your dogs and your cats are safe?
So you say your dogs and your cats are safe.
Right. So you're just pulling it out. You're pulling it out. Like it makes
Out of
it
context.
as a whole.
Yeah, I just heard it, and I was like, now, wait a minute. And I had to go back, and I was like, oh, wait, no, he does say
No,
they're
I had
safe.
lunch with a guy, and I was like, the fact that you guys can fumigate a whole house and it's safe for your pets is a big-time selling point. You guys should really focus on that. So they come to your house, they kill all the bugs in your dogs and your cats. so I say they kill the bugs in your dogs and your cats, and your dogs and your cats.
It sounds like in, but
Well, that's a plus too.
That's also great.
Strong. That's some strong stuff they put down.
Bugs in your dogs and cats.
Promo code John Jay and Rich.
All right, Peyton. Birthday tips, because I know I always think it's always hard to find something cool to do for my wife's birthday, and I'm trying to figure out if what you did or not with your mom was cool.
Yeah, so it was my mom's birthday yesterday. She is a Leo queen as well, and she had mentioned that she wanted to do one of those paint and sip kind of places where you go to a venue and they have an instructor and they paint and you can get your wine or your cocktail or whatever. And none of my family, including her, wanted to go and actually do that. It's like a 2.5 hour process. We didn't want to handle it. So I was like, wait, let me see if I can hire someone to come to the house and do a painting instruction. And I did it, and it was a hit, and everybody loved it, and it was so much fun. So we hired this company. They came in. The guy was super awesome. We had like a specific cactus painting, and we had our own easels and our own paintbrushes and our own thing. And we sat there and we painted, and I was the bartender for the night. So I made all these yummy drinks for everybody, and it was just so much fun.
That's cute.
It was such a hit. It really was, and it really wasn't even that expensive. It was so worth not having to go out in public.
So you just had this idea, let me just see if they do this, if they come to your house.
Yeah.
Like a food truck.
Yeah.
And so you just Google it?
I just Googled it.
And
I was like,
what's the company called?
it's called Paint the Town. And I think they're all over the country. They do virtual stuff. They do everything. So we had somebody that came in. His name was Derek. He was awesome. And he came in and he taught my whole family how to paint a cactus.
They bring all the painting stuff for you?
Brought everything. The only thing we had to provide was the tables.
That's
right
cool.
on.
Have fun.
Yep. So it was awesome. And it was such a hit. And everybody loved it.
A few years ago, my wife took some painting class somewhere one time, just for one day, one couple hours, whatever, and she painted some sunset or something that looked nothing like a sunset. Right? It looked like nothing like it was supposed to. Right? Never say anything about it. So, cut to we were in San Diego 2 weeks ago, and the sunset was incredible. And we're just sitting there looking at the sunset, and she goes, "Oh my God, does this beautiful sunset remind you of that painting I made?" And I'm like, "No." I was like, I lost my mind for like half an hour. Like, she wasn't being funny. I was like,
She was being for real. That's so funny because when you are with your family and you're doing like a painting thing like that, like you do get hypercritical of everyone. So my dad's behind me talking mess to my brother and my boyfriend, saying that their paintings look terrible. And then when we looked at his literally looked like a 4-year-old did it. So it was so much fun though. So I relate to Blake because I don't think mine's very pretty, but I think it is because I did it.
Hey, by the way, yesterday you were telling us how you hired your sister to be your fashion person or whatever. Is that are you wearing something new?
I sure am.
No.
I got my strawberry shortcake baby tank and some fancy pants.
What about necklace? Necklace new too?
Nah, that's old.
It's funny because I feel like I kind of know everyone on the show's wardrobe. That's why Kyle wears something new. I'm like, who's that new? And they feel like, I've worn it 3 times. But like what you're wearing right now, and plus I can only see you from like the shoulders up, so it's like I can see there's something different going on. So that's it. You picked that all out at Ross?
Yeah. Guess
Not
how
bad.
much this outfit was?
How much?
In total.
How much?
$14.
That's amazing.
We need to do
Wow.
the fit check
That's
on
the thing I heard about. Like it's so funny how you get a great deal like that, but they tell you don't tell anybody because that looks like a really expensive outfit. But you can't every time. It's like, oh, gee, these shoes?
Yeah.
Like my favorite pair of Air Force Ones. I got for $30.
Look at that.
They look expensive.
Look at that. And Ross, by the way, go to your local Ross because they're selling Ed Hardy stuff. So go and have fun with that.
From the 90s?
Yes.
Is Ed Hardy making a comeback?
Ed Hardy is coming back, baby. Them and
The
Von
Tigers? Von Dutch is big time. All right. All right, Olympic fever's in the air.
Yeah, man.
You keep hearing a lot about the Olympic hookups, right? Don't they give there's 30,000 condoms they give to the 10,000 athletes?
Oh, yeah.
Right? There's a lot of that going on. And every once in a while on this show, we kind of dip a little into Jenna's life. Jenna's kind of the newest cast member on the show, does a lot of social media for us, right? Set her up on a date with a guy. They liked each other, but they didn't know sparks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? There were sparks?
No, I mean, it was, we're taking some time for ourselves. We're figuring it out, but he was sweet.
Meanwhile, she's on dating apps.
Yeah.
So the dating app Raya, or Raya, how's it called?
I say Raya, but you could say it however.
So Raya is a dating app that's known for celebrities, I think, right? And you have to get approved, and there's a fee you have to pay, right?
Yes, it's embarrassing. But I slipped through the cracks, so I might as well keep hanging out there.
So you got accepted. You have to get accepted to be like, what is it, a good-looking person to get accepted?
I don't know. It took me 2 years on the wait list. I just applied for fun one day, and then, 2 years later, then I finally got accepted into the app, but they let me slip. I don't know what I'm doing there, but I'll take it.
Okay, now have you gone out on a date with anybody from the Raya app?
Nope, not a single one.
Nobody, and you've gone and clicked on people and celebrities and liked them. And
there's been some matches. I think still to this day, probably my most famous match was someone from Too Hot to Handle, but
sweet.
But and from a couple seasons ago. But yeah, no, it doesn't ever really go anywhere, which is kind of the bummer.
Did you go out with the person from Too Hot to Handle?
No.
Why not?
They just it's hey, and then it kind of just dies off from there.
Is it does it geolocate you so it's giving you people that are around you, or is it only the celebrities that live in LA?
So it's partially that. It majority shows you just anyone from anywhere, but if you do put your location to a certain place, there's more likely you'll see someone from that. They'll throw in your batch, more people from that location.
So that brings me to this. What did you do?
So I've been, thinking with the Olympics in mind. I was like, looks like I'm booking a trip to Paris on Raya. And so I moved my location to Paris on Raya because I was like, maybe it'll throw in a couple more Olympians, athletes in the batch, right?
Genius.
Exactly. You got to think smart in these situations. And so I put my location in Paris. It hasn't been too successful yet. I've seen some Olympians, but no matches. I'm sure they're busy, though, of course.
You saw other Olympians or Olympians that are on Raya?
Yeah.
Guys, did you recognize them?
No, and a lot of them aren't even from, either France or the U.S. They're from everywhere. But it's cool to see, they'll have in their bio, they're athlete, Olympian. I'm like, yeah.
Okay, what sport?
I saw a swimmer from, I don't even know what country, but I was
That's great, though.
Immediate,
he was a good looking.
Oh, yeah. An all Olympian,
Swimmer bodies are good bodies.
I know. I've been kind of the swimming, the gymnastics. I've been keeping my eyes open.
Yeah, who do you think are the for you for dating? Which athletic person do you think is the hottest?
I think right now I'm kind of in my swim era,
Yeah.
which I never was, but right now I'm full swimmer. Swim.
Yeah.
Broad shoulders.
Okay, so there wasn't one athlete that you recognized.
There what?
There wasn't one athlete that you
No,
recognized.
not anyone too crazy.
And nobody
but
from the United States.
there was a couple, but I think there was the rugby. Still sent a like.
Yeah.
I'm okay, any athletes, let's
And
go.
no response.
No, but
I mean, it's one of the things outside of the gold medals. The other stories are the hookups that are happening there, and you got nothing.
Yeah, but they're hooking up with the other Olympians. I'm
I know.
sure when they're on their flight back home and they're like,
But if you're on, I see
that's
you're in the Olympic Village you're chilling out in your wooden bed,
Yeah.
and you get on your phone and you're like, oh, what's going on here or whatever. I would think there'd be some sort of interaction, but nothing.
You would think, I guess they're just busy or something.
But you did get a bite.
What?
You did get a bite though.
Well, so then someone messaged me, because your Instagram's connected on Raya, it can take you to your Instagram. So I got a DM from someone. I was like, ooh. And this guy from here was like, hey, I see you're in Paris. but when you get home, like, we should hang out. I was like, yeah, we should do that. That would be awesome.
I love that you're just like.
So now you got to come up with a whole story.
You have to pick up some French words. Just take. Oh my gosh, the new Emily in Paris is coming out. Just take from that.
Yeah, that's gonna be my whole storyline. Whatever happens there is what I did in Paris.
Come up with a sport that you know he knows nothing about. Did you see me on the canoer?
In the pressure air shooting, you didn't see me.
Let's get a picture of you in a canoe real quick and put it on your profile.
My whole Instagram is suddenly, and I'm an athlete, which I've never been too big of one, but suddenly I am.
You're gonna come up with all kinds of fake storylines. So when are you supposed to get back from Paris?
I think after the closing ceremony, of course.
Sure.
I'll be there.
Why would you respond? Did you respond?
No, I didn't, because I got so nervous. I was like, I'm a liar. I'm so
You'd be like, after the games are over, I'm gonna tour Europe for a little bit.
I'm gonna do some self-exploring out here, but then I'll let you know when I'm back in town.
Twisted my ankle. I can't canoe.
Sucks.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Jenna. 104.7 KISS FM. John, Jane, Rich. All right, Peyton, your birthday's when? Saturday?
Saturday.
So is this a legitimate gripe, or are some people just way too into their own birthday? There's a big debate about this woman on TikTok. I think this is classic. Listen to her debate. And I can see from both sides.
The one thing that would make me cut a friend off, I don't care how close we are, if we're best friends, we've been locked in for 25 years, is if you order fajitas at my birthday dinner. You know that it's my birthday, and I'm the star of the show. And so for you to order a big, sizzling, fulfilling tray of fajitas, you know that when it comes out, everybody's going to say, oh, what did you get? Oh, what's going on? It's making all this noise. It's smoking everywhere. The waiter's got to have on mitts. What are you doing trying to order something so attention-grabbing at my birthday dinner?
I actually saw that video on TikTok a couple weeks ago, and I said, damn right, girl, don't you order some fajitas on my day. Also, we're probably not going to Chili's on my birthday either. If my friends made reservations at Chili's, I would also probably have a problem with that.
Chili's is great.
Yeah, anywhere they have fajitas, though. The way she described fajitas, that's how they bring out fajitas. It's chaos. They bring out all the vegetables, the sizzling thing. That's so funny. Because it's not like they brought out a birthday cake for somebody else.
It's got more pyro than a birthday cake, though, don't you think?
I don't know. I wouldn't have a problem with someone ordering fajitas.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. You look at her point of view, the way we know Peyton. The way we know Peyton and the way Peyton's about her.
What I'm saying is I don't get it.
But here's the thing, though. I would probably order the fajitas if that was the case.
If you heard she was ordering the fajitas, she'd be like, I'll order 2 fajitas.
Yeah, exactly. Round it up.
Also, who here on the show sets up multiple alarm clocks?
I do.
You do? Where are yours? Are they just 2 different ones on your phone, or do you have them in different parts of your house?
There's 8 of them on my phone.
Okay, good. And you do, Peyton?
I have 2 on my phone.
Okay, Rich?
Multiple, because I think if one of the phone ones doesn't go off, none of the phone ones are going to go off. So I have them across the room and an Alexa, too, that will wake me up.
Here's a nurse explaining why setting multiple alarms is bad for your health.
If you're somebody who sets multiple alarms, I have bad news for you. Waking to multiple alarms every morning really disrupts your REM cycle frequently. This actually causes sleep inertia, increased drowsiness, fatigue, mood swings, and it also raises your cortisol levels. Every time your alarm goes off, you're in that fight or flight response. So waking up like that multiple times in the morning is very stressful. So when that alarm goes off in the morning, don't keep traumatizing yourself. Get up.
I'm going to keep doing it. So I feel like I got to ease into waking up. You know what I mean? So it's like I'll set one at 3, and then 3:05, and then 3:10. I know I got to get out of bed. Like that. But I know when I press the snooze the first time, cool. I get 5 more minutes of sleep.
Okay,
and then I press it one more time. All right, I get 5 more minutes of sleep.
But that's always your routine? It's not like the alarm goes off one time.
The alarm never goes off one time and I'm out of bed.
Okay.
Does Scott wake up with you?
No, because my alarm's actually it doesn't make noise. It's on vibrate.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Because
anytime that wakes you up.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime Kadeem has his alarms, he does the same way like you. And if I'm still asleep and it's like a Saturday, I kick him. I'm like, dude, turn your stupid alarm off. It makes me so mad.
I feel like I'm trained. My alarm, I have it really loud, right? Because I want to wake up. But I don't want to bother my wife. So somehow I've trained myself to get up before my alarm goes off.
That's really good for you.
And then what I do is, this is so weird, I lay in bed, and in my head, I go over everything I'm about to do. So I feel like when you get up, you're a zombie. right? So I tell myself, I'm going to get up, I'm going to do this, and then I'll get to the car and drive to the station. If I don't do that, I'll miss something.
That is such a process.
That's a lot of pressure on yourself.
Dude, it takes me exactly an hour from when my alarm goes off to when I walk in this door. So I think that's a good.
And you live close.
I live really very close.
Because it takes me about an hour, and I live way far away.
Like I thought, I did the math. Like if I didn't do all these things, I think I could sleep an extra hour. It takes me 45, 50 minutes.
Hour to get ready in the morning.
When you say get ready, you make it sound like I'm putting pants on and getting dressed, putting my hair and makeup. It takes me an hour to get.
It takes
through
him
my
20
rituals.
minutes to get out of bed to go through all of the things he has to do.
All my rituals.
And 40 minutes to do the rituals.
Oh, just out of curiosity, does it take you longer to get ready for bed? Because you do a lot to get ready for bed too.
It's longer to get ready in the morning than it is for bed.
Okay, because when you go to bed, you've got like
I got a
all
whole
the
process for it, and I just added a couple new things to it too.
Like what? What's new?
Black seed oil.
Oh my God.
I saw this TikTok from some Egyptians. And these Egyptians said they've been taking this black seed oil that helps with your gut and inflammation.
Was it on TikTok?
So I reached out to a friend of mine that's kind of, he's like me, but 1,000 times worse. Like he does more things.
It's impossible.
And he says, oh yeah, I take it every day. And I was like, all right, give me the brand. You told me the brand. I got it. So I took it for the first time yesterday. And then my son Kemp, every time he eats, he goes for a walk. It's supposed to be good for you. So last night after dinner, it's the second time I've done it. I went for a walk after eating, and it sucks.
Oh, it's so hot out.
It sucks.
You should start that like in March.
I know. It sucks. Let's talk entertainment. What's big? What's big in the news? Is it Taylor Swift? Is it Travis Kelce still during the Olympics? Are they taking over the Olympics?
I feel like right now it's Devin Booker and Suni Lee.
Oh, yeah. They look cute.
Wasn't that just a picture?
I don't know.
Still.
Is it just a picture, though?
They look really cute together.
I think that's why everyone's freaking out is because they do look so cute together. Devin Booker posted this picture of him and Suni Lee in Paris in front of looks like a Range Rover, right? And they're he's got his arm around her. And it could have just been, hey, he saw her out. He's a fan because he was there watching the women's gymnastics for multiple days and wanted to meet her and took a picture and thought it was cool that he's taking a picture with an Olympic gold medalist, right? Mm-hmm. Or it could be maybe they actually hung out. You know what I mean?
I think it's just a picture, and here's why. I don't think he ever posted him and Kendall Jenner anywhere, did they?
Okay, but check this out. Kendall was there, right? And she's moved on. And so this may be a little message.
Like he's trying to get his lick
I'm
back.
moving on too. It's fine. I'm doing just fine.
I also feel like they don't have a lot of free time, so they'd have to really engineer the meeting because they were both still competing at that point, right?
Yeah, I mean, actually, the picture was posted yesterday, and all gymnastics are done. So the men's are still playing basketball. But did you guys see, in the corner of Devin Booker's picture, he posted a goat and then tagged Suni Lee.
Yeah.
So it's everybody's saying Simone Biles is the goat, but Devin Booker is giving a hot take saying Suni Lee's the goat.
But they're all the goats.
They
right
really
now.
are. They really are all the goats. But I think they're cute together, and I would not be mad if they dated.
I want this to be a thing. And I think it's funny because the Phoenix Suns even posted the Suni and the Sun.
Right, that's what I mean. The Phoenix Suns are going to, you're dating her? Yeah, we're going to repost it.
I mean, maybe they just hung out, though.
That's
they're
what I'm
probably
saying.
not dating,
I
but
think
they
it's
may
just
have
innocent.
went on a date.
I think it's more.
Let's see how they
He's showing his human side of, oh my God, here's a picture. Here's a gold medal winner. I'm taking a picture with him. Like the way people treat him.
Okay, but it's don't you think that would have happened in the gym? It's this looks like they met outside.
Looks like they're coming in and out of hotels. They're coming out of, we got an appearance here, we got to go here, we got dinner. No, not like that. You guys clearly have never been to the Olympics. All right, yesterday we talked about Zac Efron, and we didn't know what happened. Do we know what happened?
Now we know what happened because I think there were too many rumors that they finally had to reveal that Zac Efron supposedly dove into the pool. The pool was a little more shallow than he thought. He hit the bottom and water went into his lungs, and that's why he was in distress. He was somewhat fine when they pulled him out of the pool, but it was a precaution to take him to the hospital, just in case. Because obviously water in your lungs isn't a good thing.
Was he trying to recreate the Olympic dive, which you've been telling people not to do?
Doctors have warned, do not try to recreate these things. Yeah, but good thing he's okay, because that could have been really bad.
Yeah.
Why was T.I. in the news?
T.I. was arrested in Atlanta. Did you see this?
No, what happened?
Oh my gosh.
He's from Atlanta.
This poor guy. Arrested in Atlanta because they thought a warrant had been issued for his arrest. Right? And the person they were looking for was not T.I. But it was a different Clifford Harris, which happens to be T.I.'s real name. So when he checks in, his name gets flagged, right? And they come and they arrest him, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you did all these bad things. They were like some pretty horrific crimes." And so he's like, "This is not me. You have the wrong, like literally, you have the wrong person." And then finally, they're like, "You're right. We have the wrong person."
He's like, "No, I'm T.I. I need Joe Budden. Remember, you can get whatever you like. I'm not Clifford."
Yeah.
Whoa, that's like a lawsuit, though. I
know. Well, the crazy thing is like, so my brother, I guess, has the same name as like an Irish terrorist, so he can never check in online ahead of his flights. He always has to check in at the airport.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like whoever, like that name is flagged. So it's
That is kind of a cool story, like an Irish terrorist, because those are always the movies that like try to make a point. I remember Brad Pitt being an Irish terrorist in a movie. Not bad comparison.
I'm going to bring down the whole country.
Right.
Okay, now what about J-Lo and Ben Affleck? I was telling you the stuff that I heard earlier.
Yeah, well, if that's the reason they're getting divorced or not, I'm not totally sure. But what I've been hearing is they're like literally not speaking at all, which is making the divorce proceedings like completely slow down and come to a halt because they're so upset with each other. So I like read this one article that J-Lo is totally embarrassed and humiliated because Ben is the one that sort of initiated them getting back together. And she feels humiliated that it didn't work out, which makes me think maybe it was his choice to leave because she's feeling humiliated. And that's why they're like not even speaking. And it's like, you can't come to an agreement on amicably splitting if you're not even communicating at all. Right. And I guess they only have like one asset that they have to divide. It's not like they combined all of their accounts and all this thing. Like they literally just bought that one house in Beverly Hills that's for sale right now. And once that sells, they can just take their halvesies and go their separate ways, but they're not even speaking. So
that's like actually really sad because breakups in general are difficult, but to have a breakup just out in the public like that and a multiple one with the same person, like I feel bad for both of them.
I know, I do too.
What about Travis Kelce? I started this segment talking about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. But let's end it.
So I love how he's got a sense of humor about who he's dating. So he was approached in the hallway by some fans, and this happened.
Oh, look at this guy.
It's all Travis.
What are you guys doing in my hallway? Dude, you just took my wife's breath away. Like, literally, she just almost died there.
Taylor Swift effect.
Taylor Swift effect. Travis, you're funny.
He's like, before I was dating Taylor Swift, nobody
wanted to stop me in the hallway. I didn't take anyone's breath away in the hallway.
Right.